Alright, today we're going to be multiplying fractions using visual models. And visual models, if you remember, means to draw pictures. And that's so we can get that model going when we're confused. And we're going to multiply fractions with whole numbers today. Tomorrow, we'll do something else. So our goal today is we will learn how to multiply fractions by a whole number, and how we're going to do it is we're going to look at the visual fraction models, which means we're going to be drawing pictures. And one of the things to remember when we're drawing pictures is it's of equal parts. So when we're dividing something up, whether it's into thirds, to fourths, to sixths, to twelfths, those parts need to be as equal as we can be with them. So fractions can be shown as part of a whole or part of a set for a value between 0 and 1. Here I have three different picture representations. Here we're seeing 1/4 modeled as part of a set. Here we're seeing it as part of a whole, because it's between 0 and 1, and here it's part of a whole. So I want you to draw these three models. You have some space to the right of those thought bubbles on your paper. Just pause for a minute and draw these models on your paper, because all of these are representations in different ways that you can choose to show 1/4. So the 1 is our numerator and the 4 is our denominator, and what we need to remember about our numerator is that it is showing us part of the whole. And our denominator is showing us what is the whole. It's showing us all the parts that make up the whole. You know how to multiply whole numbers, like in the problem 3 times 4. You can say that you have 3 groups of 4. There's one group, 2 groups, 3 groups of 4, or 4 plus 4 plus 4, which that is known as repeated addition. When multiplying fractions, you can also look at visual models. So let's see what that will look like. Here we have 1/4. We have a whole that is divided into 4 equal parts, one of them shaded. That 1 is our numerator. The 4 pieces that make it up the whole unit is the denominator of 4. But let's say we want to do the following problem, 1/4 times 5. How is that going to look? Alright, so here I have my drawings. Here's my 1/4, and I want to multiply that by 5 times. So I'm going to translate my drawing into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've represented 1/4 5 times. So when I'm trying to figure out what my answer is, I'm going to count how many parts are shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I happen to have 5 parts shaded out of a total of, well, my whole unit, each whole unit is still made up of 4 pieces. So I have 5/4. Remember that that's an improper fraction, and we can simplify that to be a mixed number. So if you think about pictorially or drawing a picture, I can take all my shaded pieces. I still have 5 shaded in. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have one whole, and I have 1/4 left over. I basically just picked that one up and moved it there, moved that one there, etc. Moved it over until I filled in one whole shape, and then what was remaining. And so you could also do the division of that. That would be 4 into 5, which if you did it division-wise, I can get one whole out of there. And I can get 2. Oops, that should be at 8.25, and we know that that is 1/4 simplified because it's 25 over 100. If we memorize our stuff. Let's look at another one. Here we have 4 times 2/3. So my pictorial model is representing a unit that's divided into 3 parts. 2 of them are shaded in. And now I need to represent that a total of 4 times. All right. So now we're going to see how many pieces are shaded in. So we're going to count them up because remember, multiplication is just repeated addition. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 pieces shaded in out of my units are 3 pieces. So I have 8 out of 3, or 8/3. And again, that is an improper fraction. I can combine those all, scooch them all over, and I am left with 2 complete units shaded in and then 2/3 of another shaded in. So that is my final answer. Remember, if you're ever stuck on homework and you need help, you can always Google whatever the assignment is, adding fractions, or in this case, multiplying fractions by whole numbers, and add learn Zillion to it, and you probably will find a good lesson that will help you. Okay, so the practice you're going to do is on the back side of this page, and the very first thing you're going to do is picture it, which is draw the fraction. So in this case, we have 1/4. So let's do this one together. I have 1/4, and I need that 2 times. So let's do it as repeated addition. So here's my 1/4. Here's my 2 times 1/4. And my answer would be 2/4, which I do need to simplify down to 1/2. And if I combine that here, you will see that in one square, I will now have 2 shaded as I bring them each over. So anyway, finish this off, let a teacher check it, and go on from there. You do have homework to practice on. And on the homework, it's 10 problems that we're going to need you to draw a picture and do it. So let's get it going.